Well, good morning. It is Sunday. It is 10:30. I'm in Morrison's car park in Barnsley. Oh, I've gone out of breath. I've just picked Alex up. We're off to Manchester. Alex is going to a trans rights. It's not a march, is it? It's like protest in Manchester, and I'm Mum's taxi today. Right then, so we've arrived in Manchester. I'm now in a car park that I've never been in before, but the prices are quite reasonable compared to what I normally pay for parking in Manchester, so I'm staying here. It's not far from Piccadilly Gardens. It's private land, and on a Sunday it's relatively cheap parking. Now, I did try and drop Vi and Alex off at Piccadilly Gardens, but you can't actually get to it anymore in a car. Where I am now, it sends me back out again rather than to where I'm going. So I've had to drop them as close as I possibly can. And this car park looks reasonable, so I'm going to stay here. Well, not in the car park all day, that would be a bit sad. So the plan is they're going to go off and do the trans protest, which is awesome. I did contemplate going and, you know, trans rights and stuff like that. But I'm shattered today. I've had a really stressful week, and I could just do with trying to find somewhere to get my nails done, which would be nice since I've not been able to fit that in. And I could do with a couple of jumpers, because again I've got like tatty jumpers now. So I might do a teeny bit of shopping and nails, and then literally find a coffee shop to sit in, and do a bit of work and catch up on a few things. Because this week was really tough. Now, my plan was to do the markets and have the shop, because the markets were bringing in good money and it was definitely worth doing them. Well, last weekend and this weekend have both been rubbish. Now, it could just be a little spell of rubbishness because it's, you know, kids have gone back to school and people are now waiting for Christmas, so there's like, and the weather change. But yesterday was probably the most horrendous day I've had on a market ever. The wind was so bad, it was blowing all of my stock down the street. It blew over the pendants, the key rings, the tarpaulin was all over the place. I was having to tie it down with string, clipping everything. And then when the business cards were flying down the street as well, it was just, this is ridiculous. What am I doing? And having done some math, as my ex-husband would say, do the math. I did the math. The shop earned more money than me standing on the markets this week, which I wasn't expecting. It was not loads, don't get me wrong. It's still less than 100, but it's about £100, which is nothing for a shop really. But why am I stood on freezing cold markets struggling when I should really be putting all my focus into the shop? I hoped that I could maybe juggle both, but it just yesterday proved too hard. So I'm no longer doing the markets, so apologies to anyone who's come to see me on the markets in Pontefract and Wakefield. I'll still do Christmas fairs and the odd thing here and there, but it just proved too hard. And I've got to remember I've got a dicky heart. And, you know, all the kit out of the car, setting it all up again, all the way again, climbing up on top of the thing to put the tarpaulin on, you know, sticking gazebos together and all of that. It's probably not the best for me. And being in a nice warm shop where people come into you and be able to sell online and stuff is just a much better option. And you know what? Yesterday I found out that you can now integrate your TikTok shop to Shopify. It's just been released this last month and it's a genius invention. Because I used to have a TikTok shop, but it's the most complicated and annoying thing to use in the world. So if any people with TikTok shops, if you can figure out how to use it and it to work and understand when you're getting paid and all of those things, do tell me, because it was a total nightmare when I did it. It just got to a point where this is not worth the hassle. So I didn't bother. I just did an option where you can just claim for it and I'll invoice you afterwards. Anyway, with this new integration, it basically pulls in all of your products from your Shopify, puts them on TikTok, and if they sell it on TikTok, I think TikTok will get a small percentage, and then it'll just go through my Shopify as normal. So the order will come in and I'll sort it and send it out, instead of all the hassle of TikTok itself, because the TikTok shop itself is, oh my god, so complicated. And what business owner has that much time to faff about? So it's much easier. So I've still got my Shopify, my main website, and I've got Etsy, but I'm bringing in help. I've spoken to Vi, who does editing for my videos, who currently, because of their hypermobility, isn't able to go out to work at the minute, but they still can work and they're more than capable of doing stuff. So Vi is going to be helping me with the descriptions and things on Etsy and Shopify to make sure it's spot on and is, you know, being viewed properly, and all of that. So that's going to take a massive sort of bit of stress off my shoulders and help me out. And then eventually, when we're up to date, you know, when the new stock goes on, all Vi will need to do is check the new stock, that it's listed correctly, it's got good keywords, the pictures look nice, all of that stuff, and it'll make everything easier. So I'm going to get my bag out of the back, I'm going to pay for my parking, which I think you can only do on a phone, well, on a card, you know, and then I'll go for a trundle about. Oh, hello, I'm back in the car now. I haven't really got much footage to show you of Manchester, really. It was so busy. I mean, I lived in Manchester for 10 years. I worked in Manchester, and then yeah, anyway. And it was busy then, but now it feels almost like London busy. And no offence, Manchester folk, but I felt quite uneasy at times because it's so packed. You're kind of more aware of your bag, and is your phone showing in your pocket, and those kind of things. The stuff I kind of expect to have to think about in London, I was definitely thinking more about it in Manchester today. Of, you know, literally, are people looking at what's in my pocket so they can grab hold of my phone, or is my bag unsafe? And that feels weird to me, because I don't know, it just felt like that, that's all. Because I lived here for so long, and there were times when it was stupid busy then, but today was mental. I've not been in Manchester and it's that busy in ages. Wow. So I went to Affleck Palace, which is like, it's like the hippie place of Manchester. So they've got 3 different floors of boho hippie clothing, incense sticks, and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And I've not been in there in years, and it's a bit of a job getting round because it's all quite sort of narrow and steep stairs and things, but there is a lift, which was helpful. So I had a good walk round, and then there's a traffic warden across the road looking at a car. Oh, she's reversing, she's writing it down. I'm lucky I'm in the car park and I've paid till 6 o'clock. I've got another 2 hours yet. So I decided to stay in there. I had a panini with mozzarella and pesto, which was very tasty. And then I went to the nail place that I've seen before, and I had my nails done. She's really gone nuts on how short they are, though. She says, do you want them short? And I went, yeah, please. And she's literally taken them all off. So they're now my length of nails. And she made them thinner as well. She said they were too thick. I'm like, yeah, I wanted them shorter, but my God, you've literally left me with where's my nails gone? But I did kind of need them shorter anyway. It's more practical. But anyway, I didn't think she would do it that short. Where else did I go? I went to Boots to try and find some pressure gloves. None. They have this arthritis glove, But it's like £22 for a pair of these gloves. I'm like, no. Then I went to Superdrug. They didn't have anything similar. And then I went to Costa and I had it's called a tropical mango bubble frappe. Very tasty, but there's no bubbles in it. I'm like, isn't this supposed to have bubbles? She's like, oh yeah, hang on. So then they put bubbles in for me. And where I was sat in Costa watching the world go by, I just felt uneasy. There was a security guard stood not far from me, but he wasn't taking his job all that seriously. He was kind of smoking every so often, wandering out smoking and coming back in again. And I don't know, he just seemed to be really cocky. Anyway, there was just so many people like piling past me and like brushing up, and I felt uneasy sat there. So I thought, you know what, I'm going back to the car and I'll just go and chill in the car for a little while. But I've been out for a good 4 hours and I've done loads of walking. My knees hurt and my joints in my hands hurt, but I do from time to time get joint pain in my hands. I think it's because I've done cross stitch since I was like 16 and fine needlework and things like that, and my joints in my hands kind of swell up. Oh, and I didn't realise how bad it was until I was having my nails done. And you know, they twist your nail, well, twist your finger so that they can do your nail. Oh my god, the pain. I'm like, I didn't realise how bad my joints were until this moment. On my right hand, my little finger, my ring finger, wow, I was like, oh my god, please don't squeeze. Even just squeezing to hold the nail, the finger to do the nail, I was like, please don't squeeze, that really hurts. She's like, why does it hurt? I'm like, oh, I don't know why, but my joints are really hurting at the minute. So I do have some pressure gloves which are just brilliant, but I can only find one currently, a pressure glove. I don't know where the other one is. So I suppose I can just wear it on the hand that's the worst, which is my right hand. And I did try and get some more today, but nowhere to be seen. So I've ordered some from eBay instead. The set that I had before, but I can't find the other one. They're in the top drawer of my bedside table normally, and I don't know what I've done. But I've only got one glove now, so I've ordered another couple of sets. Simon phoned while I was in Costa, and he's been to the shop and he's been working on the CCTV. I didn't know he was going to do this, so thank you very much. He's put extra cameras in for the CCTV, so that's done. And Mike, the landlord, was out the back trying to fix the toilet and get it to work and things. I'm glad he's doing that. What else did he say he did? Oh, fix the fridge. You know, the fridge that didn't fit under the side. He's managed to get that under the side now, and that's all away, and he's changed the door from one side to the other so you open it the right way, so that's good. So yeah, lots happening today, but I don't feel like I'm involved all that much because I'm here in Manchester. I've had a message from Alex. Alex is out somewhere in Manchester. I don't know how it's working for them, but I'm sure they'll tell me all about it when they get back to the car. That's the blue car over there where the traffic warden was having a look at it. I don't know if they put anything on the front, but they had a little look and then they walked off again. So maybe they'll come back, I don't know. But I don't know how that parking over there works, but I'm in a proper car park, so sort of behind Piccadilly Gardens. Oh, what's happening here? Watching the wheel go by. I suppose they don't know I'm filming them. Are they getting in that car? They are. I'm in the car eating a sweet. Now, I've just dropped Vi off. Alex and Vi are just going to Vi's house. And then we're coming back from... Oh, I'm out of focus again. There we are. Coming back from where we are in Manchester, just outside Manchester, and going back to Barnsley. I'm back. I'm now looking a bit pale and tired, but I am. It's now 9 o'clock. It took me quite a while to get back because the M62 was closed at the junction I normally get on at, from the M1 to the M62, so I then had to go like further away and then back again on the 62, which is really annoying. But there we are. So Edward's here, not really sure what he's doing. Trying to get on the windowsill, I think. Alfie's down on the floor. Oops, Alfie's down on the floor behind me. All in all, I've had a really good day. Long, lots of driving. But I'm back now. So I know this probably isn't the longest vlog, but I've had quite the week trying to juggle at the shop and lots of other things. But I will continue vlogging as I do. And my next vlog will be out on Wednesday. I'm sticking to Wednesday and Sunday for now, because it's soon going to be Vlogmas. Well, I'll be filming every single day for that. Are you joining us on this vlog? Edward? Edward? No, it's going the other way. So thank you so much for watching this one. I'll be back with you very soon. Bye, loves.